Hello, crabs, cats, and cuttlefishes. Welcome to your afternoon's entertainment. Get settled in and comfy for today's host, the softest of the marshmallows and grooviest of cats, Mr. Salem.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this afternoon's entertainment. We are back after yesterday when we were here doing Nikki after I went in to get bean things for tomorrow. But now we're here now, and I'm back after having going and gotten the fish for things for tomorrow. Anchovies are expensive. Whew. I was going to get a little jar of it. I thought the jar was going to be about that big. I didn't think it was going to be a big jar. I thought the jar was going to be about that big. The jars were that big. They were very, very small. Okay, maybe not that big. They were very, 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 very small. So, but they actually had a special on that only started yesterday. And that was for the whatchamacall ones. Now, it wasn't a tin, but it was tin-like. It looked like a tin, but it wasn't a tin. So I got that thing instead. Very similar amount weight-wise of the thing. It just wasn't in a little glass jar thing. So that's what I got instead because that was on special. So yes. But that's for tomorrow. So it's all ready. I also got a couple of the other extra little things, which are part of a little other goal thing, sort of like a little teaser and another one of those possible future. But yes, so that's all ready for tomorrow. Now, after stream yesterday, I did some tweaking and testing of the actual setup thing. So before we get into Nikki now, well, in a dual part of getting into Nikki, because Nikki will be there, I'm not completely happy with it. And there's issues because, oh my gosh, this system does not like dealing with two capture device things going on. Well, technically three capture devices because there's two capture devices already. This capture device and then the one for the one console, but now we have three plus the other one. So, I'll jump into that in a second and we can see how it's looking and then we can possibly do some things. But I have some ideas on how I'll get it done to get it to work good enough. Good enough. But yes, so that's tomorrow. Pokemon. Let's go. Let's go Pokemon. Pikachu for Dimitri and Ratatouille for myself. Eevee, that's what it's called. Yes, it'll be roughly a 30-hour stream. What a time. What a time. What a time. It's raining, which is good. I had a peek, that's why I'm actually wet at the moment. Because I was peeking at the potatoes in the bags. And they're shooting right up. Hoo boy. When I did the fertilizer stuff a bit over a week ago, that has finally actually settled down and done the stuff, and there's actually a bunch of new little shoots and green things coming off with the peas, which is really good. And the corn is starting to really hoo-doo-doo-doo-doo. So, yes, that's going quite well. One of the passion fruits is actually grown, like, it didn't look like it was growing at all. It was just the size that it was. But then in the past, like, 5 days, it has gone up like quite a bit. So that's also good. It's just still the grapes. That's very, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to last. They're not exactly just straight out dying, but they're not exactly growing either. They're just sort of somewhat stagnated of how they arrived almost. And it's weird. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, let me catch up on chat. Woo! Oh, what? Nope. Woo! There we go. Oh, the tales we recall from wrestling's grand lore to AI side pieces and so much more. Our Salem, our own magical cat, is back with Infinity Nikki, where wonders are at. With drops and new Nikki, a fashion spree, what stylish secrets will we all see? So come one, come all, let the good times ensue. What marvelous moments await me and await you. For our streamer's journey, so bright and so new, needs our cheers and laughter. It's true. Sometimes you got to add in like extra words to get it to actually really have a proper good rhythmic flow. But anyway, congratulations, Colourful Willy, on coming first. I hope that you're well and wonderful this evening. And congratulations, Big White Bear, on coming second. I hope that you're wonderful and well this evening also. Hi, Salem. Good evening, Kuro. I hope that you're also well and wonderful this evening. Wow, earlier tonight than last night. Oh, hi, Bwib. Hi, Kuro. Hi, Salami. Hi, Colourful Willy. Hi, Lumia. Hi, BWB. Meows and Type. Hi, Colourful Willy. Oh, my globe. This is so cool. Salem is about to start. I'm practically bouncing off the walls. Did you see him on the screen? He's just the bestest. I bet he's gonna have the most amazing drops ever in Infinity. Nikki, wowzer. I just love watching him. I still have laundry to fold, Dreidel. Ooh, I see. I hope it's going well. And good evening, Teddy. I hope that you're well and wonderful this evening. And I see that there is a box from Teddy. Would you like to pick a number, please, Teddy? Between 1 and definitely under 20. I don't have 20 out here. I don't know how many I've got out here. But there was a delivery today, and there was like 2 deliveries yesterday. We did open the box yesterday, though, just so that there was a little bit more room over there. And I had a box of Colourful Willy's Rock'em Sock'em Knock'em Whatchamacall stuff, but yes. And we've got a whole bunch of points being added to the Pokemon Duel Chat Battle Challenge. Yes, so very quickly, that is the community challenge, which is going to be, which is for the Pokemon Duel Chat Battle. So there are 3 different types of battles. There is the chat battle, there is the release battle, and there is the trade battle. And we're at 75% right now. Oh boy, I think we only hit 50% yesterday, and now we're at 75. We're getting there. We're getting there. Dimitri was like, "It's too high. It's not going to happen." I'm like, "Well, it'll happen. It'll be able to happen. I did my calculations, and it can definitely happen. But it's not obviously just going to be super easy and bang, pow, done. It would be done before the day. I worked it out so it would be done on the day if people come together enough for it. So yes." But so the release battle is the winner gets to pick a Pokemon from the loser's team, and they have to release it. The trade battle is the winner gets to pick a Pokemon from the loser's team, and they have to trade it to them. And the chat battle is chat gets to choose the punishment for the loser from the list of the thing that is underneath the thing of the whatchamacall thing. I'll explain it more tomorrow. It's easy when I've got the thing, and I'll probably get the graphics out and put the things up. And speaking of the graphics, I just put them on the Discord now, so people have about a 24-hour heads up of what the things are. When we'll be starting tomorrow? Hopefully under 24 hours. We'll be back under 24 hours, so you have a bit less than 24 hours having seen the whatchamacall thing. But, yes. In 24 hours, we'll have wanted to have already started, but it'll depend on a couple of few little things. But yes, so this time tomorrow, we should already be here. Hopefully. Like at the latest, I'd like to have started around now. But it does depend on a couple of things. But yes, so what's it called? We've disconnected. Okay, and then we've reconnected. Hold up. Is it? Wow. This is going terrible. All right. So, what we're going to do is I'm going to start. We'll get rid of this one then. That's providing it's what I think it is. It's not something else wigwamming out. A couple of seconds. It might be okay now. I just have to I have to read chat up here now. Very far behind in chat up there. It's still under 60 every so often though. Okay, let me quickly read this. Oh, you got the anchovies. Hi Teddy. Hi everyone. Oh, SpaghettiOs. Hopefully you can find a solution. Oh, we are actually pretty close to the points goal. I could have anchovy pizza tonight, but I think I'm going to have soup dumplings instead. Ooh, and number 15. Alrighty, I'll get that in a second. I still have laundry to fold. I'm being distracted. All right. F, oh no, F, Wendy getting eaten by a shark. Back with janky, little laggy. Oh no, mime. Frozen again. Nope. F, oof. On the fans. We're back. Yay. Trying, but failing again. Now we're frozen. Oh, it is lagging a bit though. Probably gonna F again. F. Hello. Good evening, Lit. I hope that you're well and wonderful this evening. Hi, Lit. Cute shirt. Sam's having a time. It seems he's having a heck of time. Seems his time is too thick. Hi, Salem, Colorful Willy, Lit, Kuro, and anyone else I missed. So thick it's flowing like molasses on a winter morning. So, part of this very well could be, hopefully it is the whole thing of being able to run two systems, two consoles at once. Obviously, when I am streaming, it uses more, but it was sluggish even yesterday when it wasn't streaming. So the streaming makes it actually that little bit harder. But you are frozen. Yes, I can see the encoding overload error coming up. So, providing this isn't something else that's you just started doing the thing, like, you know how sometimes when it's doing updates and stuff like that, if I unplug this one thing, it should solve it. And if it doesn't, then this whole issue right now is something completely different. Except it's really jammed in there. Right now I'm going to watch it. And it better start behaving now. We have the two consoles already set up. Audio is good. Audio is solid. Yeah, audio is fine. It's just visual lag. Yeah, it's the encoding that's having an issue. But it should be much better now. It should be much better now. Asterisk. The CPU usage is actually still higher than it should be, though. Because I've unplugged the thing that should have been causing the stuff. We don't know what he's jamming in where because the video is lagging. Yeah, no, the CPU usage is still very high. I've closed absolutely everything, though. Maybe it wasn't that. Maybe it is doing a flippin' update of some sort. Anyway. If you can still hear me, then it shouldn't be as high as it is, though. But anyway, it'll settle down at some point. Or just die like it did yesterday. That was something different. But yes. On my side, it's not lagging out like it was 5 minutes ago. But what was I saying? Right, yes, no. So I moved all the things over. But now that I just pulled the thing out, I can't actually show it. I mean, I can partially show it. Just not completely. No, there's still something. Hold up. It's significantly better, again, from the numbers on my side. But still something. Popped up with a weird update with the thing earlier, but anyway. It should be fine eventually. What was I saying? Right, yes, no. So how it was, so it's going to look weird now because I don't have the other thing plugged in. I don't have Dimitri's console here. No, but I do have I have multiple consoles myself, so I just had it connected to 2 different consoles. So this is roughly how I had set it up. So there's one console there, and then the up here where there's the blank, there would be the other console, which we can't see because I had to pull the thing out just then. The problem is that obviously when I'm on this one, it lags a lot more than when I'm on the singular one. Yes, but there are problems. Like obviously this thing I'd change it a bit more, and I'd move the thing down a bit, like move the camera down, so all of this ends up being slightly up more. The problem is that it's still only smallish. It's still only small what we're seeing of the gameplay though. But I don't know if that's too much of an issue, if that's really an issue when it comes to the Pokemon. Because, I mean, most people know what the Pokemon looks like, and it's not really for the story of it, it's just for the endurance of it, right? So, yes. So we just have to pretend there's something else up here, and then that Dimitri is there. So then this is the one that is mine, and that would be the one that is his. As for the actual getting it sorted so it can do it, is using a different device for the capture thing, because this one is a different one, which possibly could use more system resources than the other capture device that I've got, because they are actually different types of devices. And then the third and final option is where both consoles actually go into one single device, and that device is connected to the computer, which means that it's just the one capture device going into it, but then everything is done on that one, and that's actually a big physical thing. It's the one that's done for video production, where I have to be hitting buttons and stuff like that to be doing things. But it runs a separate software on the computer, which could introduce some things. But it should work. And then I suppose the fourth option is, well, hopefully this won't happen tomorrow. Yes. The fourth and final option is that I build a computer tonight to stream on for tomorrow, which I really don't want to have to do, but I will if I have to. Yeah. I've got a computer that's basically down there. I just have to format it and then install the stuff over and whatnot. I really don't want to have to do that, but if I have to, then I have to. I think I've got I have my benchmark computer inside as well, which I could theoretically use also. But again, any system I do, I would have to format and set it up, and it's not that long. It's just a hassle. And then I've got to have, like, smallest device-wise is it's like flipping that big in the case. I'd have to sit out here somewhere. Because that was actually originally planned for this year, right? Was that I was going to build the stream computer, but we never ended up getting to the stuff for doing goals and things like that, because we've been trying to unlock the remaining emoticon slots. But that's okay. That'll be the goal for next year, is we'll be doing a thing for building the stream computer for out here. Yes. But the size of this, that's not too small for Pokemon, right? Is that too small, or that's not too small? Is it acceptable? Is it not acceptable? Because I can't really get it bigger, because that's it taking up that's the half width thing. So if it got any bigger, if it goes any bigger, then the other one would be smaller. So there's no way to actually make it bigger without them not being the same size. And the way around that is to actually do a thing where we change it, so someone actually does have a smaller one and someone has a larger one, but it changes every so often for who's the larger and who's the smaller. That can be done on the device, that third option device that I've got, because it's for the what's it called. I was going to say, you have enough parts around to just build a computer, but of course you do, yes. I could build numerous computers. Like I said, I've got the benchmark one. I've got a thing that's down over there. I've got one that's actually in my study. That's actually a very big, wide, what's it called, server thing. I've got one behind where I used to stream inside. And they're technically all computers that are actually, in a sense, built. It would just be formatting them and making sure they actually turn on and stuff like that. But outside of that, I have a bunch of, the parts, to build something completely fresh. None of them like super big powerful to the point that they'd be able to like run super fancy computer games or anything, but enough that they would be able to have the capture devices connected into them and stream that better than the laptop, of course, because the main things like the encoding and using a dedicated graphics card, because the laptop does not have one. It's just the inbuilt whatchamacallit one with the CPU, whereas all the other ones, well, they'd be computers that I can have a graphics card connected to. Looks good at the core of the screen. All right, fantastic, very good, very good, very good. Okay, well, that's a relief. I think it's a fine size. Okay, very good. And then yes, for this again, I can't tweak this until Dimitri's here, so I know where his head sits, because obviously he is like about that much taller than me. But it all depends on how he sits, because if he sits and like slouches and laying on his back a little bit, he might actually be like a little bit down, and that would means that I could a bit more. So yeah. Plus, we are here for your banter too. Anyways, so nice to see you both all the way too, especially since Dimitri likes to lean. Yeah, there we go. So that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. So I have to really wait till he's here tomorrow and then do. So yeah, but okay, if the sizes are all good and fine, that's good, and we can get back. Because I do actually have, it's actually under here, I do have the Stream Deck pedal, whatever it is, which is the device with the like 2 or 3 pedal switches for the Stream Deck for changing things. And so I could easily have a thing where I'm just like, ba-doop, changes from one main to the other main, and ba-doop, and things like that. But the problem is that that's another device being connected in, and it struggles already as is. So yes. Or Dimitri starts a Twitch stream and you two do a shared stream. The thing with that, though, is that means that there would have to be a separate system streaming. And that's not impossible. It would be it would be significantly easier if Twitch, if the Switch itself has like a Twitch streaming thing in it, like how the PlayStation and the Xboxes do. But with the separate system thing, see, I suppose theoretically, right, I could get the old streaming laptop that we used to use, the one that I use in the study. I could pull that out, and he could have his system and stuff connected up with that, because obviously that used to run a capture device when we used to do stuff before we did this one. But Duckentine and myself didn't really do streaming things with that one. It wasn't so much until we got this one that we started doing it a little bit more, and then I started actually doing it. But it could work. So we'll put that at fifth backup option. So that's what I mean, is that by in 24 hours, we should already be back. It just depends on a couple of things like that, because I can only test how it performs to a point before hitting the start streaming button. And when you hit start streaming, I was testing it last night, it wasn't fantastic. Even like right now, I've got everything closed on this except for OBS. And it definitely went better, but yes, we need it to be, better than this. So yeah, problem is now for the rest of the stream, I can't see chat easy because I've closed what's it called. I can open it back up in a minute, but yeah, still having slight issues with it though. But yes, originally I wasn't going to try and do that until the end, but because of the messing around and whatnot. But yes. Anyway, oh no, oh no. Oh no? We've got an issue? My things are still, it's still 60 out of 60. But right, number 15, I think it was, Teddy wanted for the box. So I'll grab that. Did I miss anything else? Where were we? Back up here. It was 15. Colourful Willy is going to have anchovy pizza, but instead is having soup dumpling. Right, no, I think that was it. All right, very good. Right, yes, no, there is the community goal thing for us to work on and possibly reach tomorrow. See, usually it has a little thing where it's like the encoding is overloaded, and usually that disappears. The problem is that that hasn't disappeared, which is concerning me a little bit and annoying me a little bit too. Hopefully we're all fine still. But right, okay. Number 15, I've got to do. Oh, fish, I have to do that all over here now, don't I? 9. 15 might be inside, maybe. Oh, we had exactly 15 in here as of today because I had one package today. Wait, okay, so it's still doing it. It's still doing it, really? Because it's all right, something's not right still. It's funny because the first 5 to 10 minutes of stream, yeah, that's what I mean, is that it shouldn't have gone as bad as it did. And the fact that, like, I have nothing open now besides OBS, it shouldn't be causing issues anymore. But maybe it's, like I said, how everything works now with Windows and their auto-updatey things and sneaky updatey things and all sorts of stuff. Because I'm not dropping frames. And everything what's it called is all fine. CPU usage is only slightly higher than it normally is. So fish. I don't want to restart stream, but I will. All right. It's been doing this for like 15 minutes now. It should have stopped like 5 minutes ago. 10 minutes ago. It should have stopped 10 minutes ago. All right. All right. All right. All right. One moment. I'll restart stream.